What it do, house crew? Back here with another video. We're gonna be reacting to the UFC fight night. It is late, so I moved out of my apartment, so I have nothing here. I'm literally sleeping on a mattress topper, and there's no blanket. So, uh, it's a it's a crazy. It was a crazy event. It was definitely an event that I don't know how I feel about it, but we'll just go over the. So let's start off. So Peterson got a very dominant fight against Dontel Mays, 30-25, 30-26. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. I mean, Peterson having that much of a dominant performance, sure. And then we got Kwang Lee getting a really good submission win against Gaston. And I mean, that was a good performance. Very dominant on the ground. He was an underdog in this fight too, so it was definitely great. The Jillian Robertson had one of the more impressive finishes in this fight. Um, Although Marina did have some moments, she did have Robertson in some trouble in some moments. Robertson was mostly in control in that fight, and after Marina got let go of that guillotine, Robertson was able to get mount and get a finish. So she's now in the top 10, which I do like to see Robertson fight a top 5 person. She did call out Limos, so I mean I think that we should book that fight for sure. And then Rodriguez also retired, so that's cool. I mean, I never really watched her that much, but I mean, whatever. Then we got Osman Bokoev with another first round finish against Ryan Loader. I think he was a tough graduate, and he also had a very impressive fight against Robert Valentin. So that was great. The Misha Tate versus Yana Santos fight. It was a good fight. I enjoyed it. Not because I find Misha Tate hot, but it's because it was actually a decent fight. I mean, Misha Tate was doing bad and was not doing as well as she would have in the first 2 rounds. But in the third round, she switched it up, came back, and she could have she almost finished Santos, but Santos was able to survive and get that decision. So, I mean, hey, what y'all know about Misha Tate? Okay, but oh, next, and what we would like to call what should have been the fight of the night. We got Mason Jones versus Jeremy Stevens. I mean, this was a great fight. First 2 rounds were really nice, and then round 3, Mason Jones kind of went with the more passive wrestling approach, which he was still dominating on the ground, but it was a clear 30-27 by Mason Jones. Clear domination. I did predict that Jones was going to win this. I knew he was going to use the ground game. I just didn't think he would also strike and, brawl Jeremy Stevens. It's very risky to do that. But Jeremy Stevens was hitting Jones with some really good shots, and Jones was just taking them. We got Smotherman and C-Day. C-Day had a very good performance. Smotherman really couldn't get started. And I picked Smotherman, but C-Day had a very good performance. We got Montel Jackson versus Danny Marcos. Montel Jackson defends his ranking. Marcos is no longer undefeated. It was a good fight. Marcos was trying his hardest to, get some control time, try to sway some rounds, but Jackson was doing enough to at least win 2 of the rounds. I thought he won 2 of the rounds. I thought it was 29-28 Jackson. Pretty good performance from Montel. I love to see how he would fight against another ranked guy, so that's for sure. Ponzinibbio versus Rodriguez. This was a very good fight. Very good fight. Ponzinibbio, he had an approach going into this fight, but D-Rod was able to get the knockout. He was able to get the knockout. He had Ponzinibbio wobbled in first round, but in third round it was over. Now, this is the most impressive performance of the night. Renato Ritter versus Bo Nickal. Bo Nickal had a lot of hype going into this fight. Undefeated. A lot of people don't know about Renato Ritter. We know about Bo Nickal. He's this national champion wrestler. And, he had so much hype going for him. He was a minus 325 favorite I was saying that Reinier de Ritter is going to be one of the biggest underdog picks, and I was definitely right. Reinier de Ritter was levels above Bo Nickal in this fight. Bo Nickal could never really get much success in the grappling. Reinier de Ritter showed that he was better in every aspect of the game. It was a very dominant shutout performance from Reinier, and he was able to get the knockout as well. Need him with that in the liver, which is just nasty. And man, it was a really good performance. Yeah, really good performance for Reinier de Ritter. He made a statement with this fight. He made a statement that he is really one of the best. And I'd love to see maybe not Strickland. I'd love to see a fight between him and maybe Hernandez or even Allen, you know? Preferably I'd want Hernandez to get a top 5 guy. So I think him versus Allen would be a very good fight. You know, two very good grapplers with some decent striking. I think it would be a very back and forth fight. So I'd love to see that. Next, we got the main event: Corey Sandhagen against Davis Figeureido. I have a lot of stuff to talk about in this fight. First of all, what was Figueiredo's game plan going into this fight? Because I'm really confused. I'm just confused. Like, I don't know what he was trying to do in this fight. He was clear he was trying to go for a heel hook, and he was trying to attack the leg multiple times. I just didn't get it. I just didn't get it. But it was a weird fight. Corey had a very good performance. He was dominating on the feet. He was dominating on the ground. And Figgy got injured. His knee tore apart, so he ended it in a way I didn't like. I thought this would go 5 rounds. I thought we'd see a really good fight, but it was definitely not what I was expecting. I didn't know what Figgy's game plan was here. I was thinking Figgy would at least try to maintain control, but no, he just kept going for the leg. I mean, it's definitely one of the wackest things I've seen. So I'm really, I really don't know. I really don't know. But Corey Sandhagen had a good performance. Do I think this deserves a title shot? No. I mean, if I were to be interested in who Corey should fight next, I think it should be between the loser of Merab versus O'Malley. If O'Malley loses, I think setting up that fight between them and O'Malley and Corey would be a very good fight. Very good technical fight right there. And we can have Peter Yan maybe fight for that next title shot. So I'd love to see that fight. If not, if Merab loses, then maybe we can see Merab versus Sandhagen for title eliminator, which would be definitely a very good fight too. So I think finding the loser of Merab versus O'Malley would be the best option. For Figeureido, he's going to be gone for that injury for a while, so I don't really know what's up for him. Maybe we could see him fighting the winner of Bautista versus Vera. We could see that. So, yeah. Apart from that, it was a very decent event. I mean, it had some good fights. It had some bad fights as well. So, I'm 50-50 on it. Got 8 of my picks correct, so not bad. So, I mean, that's all. That is all. Short video. But I'll see you in the next one. Got a really good video cooking up for you guys.